So what happened is this, that first and foremost start by creating the first word. I mean, it does say the add word, right? So you have the root, you add the word, so BAD, right? So B and then A and then D. So this one is like as per operation Z, where you add all of the like alphabets. So B, A, D, and Y operation is basically you sort of circle to actually mark it as being end of the word. So what you do, you circle it. Okay, this is the end of the word. Now cool, go on, add a word, DAD. So DAD as per operation Z, then operation Y, circle to actually mark it. You go add another word, MAD. So from the roots, MAD as per operation Z, and operation Y, circle to mark it as an end of word. Now you're gonna try to search PAD, but the thing is that the moment you start from the root, you start to search for the word P, but there's no P, there's only B, D, M, so straight away you give it like a false. Now you search again, BAD. Now you go here, you see a B, A, D, and you go operation Z, all the alphabet, and you make sure operation Y, is it an alphabet? It is, so therefore it's true. So now you search again a dot, which means it's everything. So you search for everything. So we start off like say the first one. We can go to, actually if it's like a dot, you can basically go this, or this, everything. But we go by the first one, dot, it can be anything. Cool. Is it like A and D? It is. So and we see that like is it go by operation Z, go through our alphabet, operation Y, is there the mark of like the end of the word? It is, so we can mark it as like true. So now we go search again, B. So we go by find a B, there is a B, and anything for the last remaining two alphabets. So any item, and then we complete the operation Z. Now check operation Y. Is there a marking? There is, so we mark it as true as well. And if you were to see the spell that we've been casting, it's a lot to adding of like adding of like all the alphabets, And what we actually do over here is that we actually mark the end, or maybe say the word, and the moment you do all these like moves, all these spells, you're actually technically saying that, okay, I really want to actually use this thing called try, where it's also known as like a prefix. Tree. And a lot of like the rulebook is actually making us like doing some form of search. Is asking us to actually do some adding of words. And when you require to do a search, you require to add word, what you're actually mean to say is that a prefix tree, where you can pre-establish certain items, maybe say like the B, you pre-establish it so that you don't have to create it from scratch afterwards. Maybe say you have like a word that you want to actually create from a B, maybe say BAT and whatnot. You can kind of like do that. Not only just create words, you can also search it very conveniently. As you can see, search B, you straight away pop off the B, you minus off like all the rest of the 25 alphabets, you just go straight towards the B and you find the remaining, as opposed to finding all the other 25 alphabets. That efficient. And with that, this is our character, and obviously we will try to use like brute force to actually fight against our main character. And if like the one that I actually point out, where Operation G is that you go every single 25 alphabets, as opposed to like Operation N, where you straight away identify, maybe say like this is the B, and you straight away go towards the B. As opposed to like brute force, Operation G, you need to go through every single alphabet before you find until like this alphabet. Very inefficient. But for Operation N, it's straight away. When it's B, okay, we go straight towards B. So that is how I actually use to fight against the brute force using Operation N. This has been the spells that we've been casting. And this is the rulebook. And one more thing to actually take note is that whatever we do over here is that we are creating some form of like a brand new word. So this is like a brand new word. Maybe you have like some form of like existing word that you want to create. Maybe say the BAT. So as you can see, what you're actually doing when you go towards the Operation X is very much of like using the existing data. Right. So you use the existing data, and then operation W is add the remaining word. So you add the remaining word, sort of like a ladder. So you have the BA, and you add the remaining one, which is the T, which is over here. And operation O is very much to do with after you add the remaining, you just operation Y to actually end off, like marking it as the end and say it's the end of the word. And yep, with that, everything comes to an end.